Elgeyo Marakwet County, Kenya's best-kept secret, is a county where we take pride in branding ourselves as a county of champions.
We are actually champions in everything.
World marathon record holder comes from Elgeyo Marakwet.
Name them from Ezekiel Kimboy, Kipsang, Kimeto, Edna, Lona. They all come from this county.
For every championship that happens in the world, in each season, it does not go without having one of our own winning a title.
It is located in the former Rift Valley province, its capital and largest town being Iten. The county is made up of 3 ecological zones: the highlands, escarpment and lowlands.
The county, I think it's the only county with unique features in Kenya. We have 3 ecological zones, which are the islands. We have an hanging valley and a lower valley.
So you can experience 3 different temperatures within a span of about half an hour.
I believe all of this gives this county the uniqueness.
The county is extremely diverse and it has numerous tourist sites in the region, ranging from sports tourism, nature-based tourism, cultural tourism, adventure tourism and agro-tourism. Elgeyo Marakwet County is a hub of sports tourism. It has given opportunity for rigorous training in Iten, Kaptagat and Kapsait, and the county has continued to attract athletes from far and wide.
We have several Europeans or world athletes coming to train in our county at the high altitude training center owned by one of our athletes called Lona Kiplagat.
We've also seen the first lady come and train in Elgeyo Marakwet, and that made her even finish the London Marathon. And we still encourage more people to just come experience what we have in Elgeyo Marakwet County.
You just look for Elgeyo Marakwet and you see Iten coming up.
If you enjoy a little adventure, try walking safari at the slopes of the Kerio Valley escarpment to the caves, rivers and waterfalls within the Kerio Valley escarpment.
Part of this county is just amazing. It's beautiful, and the longest stretch of escarpment is about 100 kilometers or even more, and I think it's the only place in the world that you can find such an escarpment.
Paragliding is a recreational and competitive adventure sport of flying paragliders.
The world record for the longest time a paraglider can stay in the air was broken in Elgeyo Marakwet.
The best ever paraglider was in the air for 9 hours, which is very unique for our county.
The acacia vegetation gives an amazing view of the beautiful scenery of Elgeyo Marakwet County. The ancient irrigation furrows of Marakwet bring the waters of Embobut, Embolot and Enau, among other rivers, from the high Cherangani hills down the steep escarpment to the warm Endo plains around the small town.
This is something which was done almost 400 years ago.
Kipteber Hill is a spectacular, huge, steep and rocky hill. It is believed that it fell from the skies, and people from all races visit the place to see it, to be able to get the story behind this unique hill. Kipteber Hill has unique features such as a natural forest canopy, fantastic viewpoint at the peak of the cliff and caves. It is a good picnic site, one that enables bird watching activities and mountain hiking. Rimoy National Reserve is unique because it offers breeding ground for elephants from as far as Turkana and Samburu. The elephants that are found at this game reserve are the single largest herd moving together.
KWS has been taking care of the elephants in the park, but it had not been opened up for the public to go and see what we have.
Rimoy has one of the largest elephant herd in this region. And after a feasibility study conducted by KWS, they actually said they are going to restock the park for us.
For the last 50 years, it has never had any revenue to the county.
And with that, we believe our county is going to earn a lot of revenue.
The Kipla Church cave is unique with various compartments. It is believed that during the times of insecurity, the nearby community used to take refuge within the caves, and it would accommodate a whole village and their livestock.
So very many people walikuja hapo kutafuta usalama.
On your way to Chebloch from E10, stop at the Kolon viewpoint. You will see the amazing Torok waterfalls. It is most spectacular during the rainy season when a cloud of spray and mist rises from the forest below the falls. Kureswa Hot Springs is located in Keyo South. The hot water emanates from the hill and showers down into Kerio River. One can have a natural shower here. The beautiful scenery entails hills, rocks that changes color, and a cave that has several chambers, woodland vegetation, among other very spectacular scenes. Chebloch Gorge was formed as a result of Kerio River cutting down into hard ballast rock. When there is flood, the river increases tremendously in height and volume and carries a heavy load of fine, highly abrasive silt which grinds down into the riverbed. The locals here use the gorge for recreational activities. Terrain Gorge has port-like shapes. There is a steel bridge across the river which gives a fine vintage point to stare down into the gorge, particularly during the rainy season when Kerio River is a foaming torrent pouring through the narrow passage, carrying heavy load of stones, boulders and tree trunks. The Terrain Rapids has an amazing scenery for picnic, and here you can engage in fishing with the locals. Chibara Dam is part of the tourist attraction within the county. The tourist activities here include bird watching, forest and nature trail, wildlife viewing and visitings of caves within the forests.
And I believe now we are actually the county of champions in everything, including the scenery.
Conservation and tourism go together. We conserve, we get the benefits. We would like people to go to our forests, have nature trails. This county is endowed with unique landscapes, and we want to encourage people to come and trek. We want to encourage people to plan for camping. We want to encourage people to come and have nature walk. We want to encourage people to come for picnic sites, and where they can have excursions and schools coming and having fun in the landscapes of this county.
The county has well-preserved, rich in cultural heritage. These include artifacts, ceremonial attire, brass and copper ornaments, song and dances, acrobatics and traditional houses.
Culture is unique for every destination, and I believe Elgeyo Marakwet has a unique culture. We have initiatives now to establish a third cultural center.
We also have very rich culture. We still have our taboos. If you go to the lower part of the valley, like in Tot, you will get real culture, the African culture, even the kind of food. Apart from that, we also think about empowering the locals. Because when we open like our reserve, the locals must be empowered in issues of business, in issues of trade, so that they may be able to actually meet the market for the tourists.
One thing I want to tell investors is that Elgeyo Marakwet is ready for partnership. The county government is ready to do business with any investor that comes to this county. I want to assure them that the issue of marketing and also ensuring that they are in a good working environment will be done by the county. And I think it's the only county that has that unique characteristics. And that's why as a county we want to open up this county to ensure that people can experience different things in this country. I think on issues of security, I want to assure them that the safest place to be in Kenya now is Elgeyo Marakwet County.
We welcome you to Elgeyo Marakwet County, the home of champions, where amazing sceneries will make you stay here for longer, if not make it your home.
Let me